Hi, Star Game Plus channel viewers, we are back to another series of very cool games that you will definitely enjoy watching this video. Let's go to today's video. Number 1. Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is going to continue the adventure of Peter Parker and Miles Morales in a spectacular way. Insomniac Games Studio introduced the sequel to this series at the 2021 PlayStation 5 Showcase, a brand new single-player adventure made exclusively for PS5. The existence of a Spider-Man 2 game shouldn't come as a surprise. Its predecessor is estimated to have sold over 15 million copies on PS4 and PS5, while the 2020 version of Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales sold more than 6.5 million copies. Number 2. Spider-Man Miles Morales. While Spider-Man 2018 is pretty good, it's not perfect. The game has weak stealth sections as Mary Jane and a storyline that stops mid-game. Miles Morales overcomes these problems to a large extent and leaves behind an almost perfect work. The fantastical twist comes back into play with the cobwebs, and you have a whole cast of lovable characters helping to gather information from Harlem, the snowy area of New York that Miles calls home. By the end of the game, Miles wasn't fighting to save the people of New York. Rather, he fought to save his friends and family whom he cared about, and each of them had a name: hope and fear. We didn't think Miles Morales would be as good as Spider-Man 2018. But we were right. In the end it was a better effect. We mean, you can hop around New York City with a cat on your back. What's better than this? Number 3. Marvel's Spider-Man. Few games we connected with immediately and enjoyed like Marvel's Spider-Man 2018. The moment we started spinning and fast moving around with the spider webs, we were completely captivated by this game. The interesting thing is that the rest of the game goes just as well. It has very skillful and fun fights. One of our favorite spin-offs is Spider-Man, which features great acting and writing. You will go through the breathing stages until the end of the game. Those people who have played this game know what we are talking about. In addition, there are wonderful collections in various parts of the city that are worth finding and collecting. Most importantly, it was the game that introduced us to the new game from Miles Morales. Number 4. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. This sequel was made with the aim of improving the problems of the previous game. That is, the focus of the production team was more on making the jump rope process more enjoyable. While this version isn't as good as the later versions or even some of the previous PS2 games, it was still fun enough that we spent many hours playing around with it. In the first hours of the game, you have to go save Stan Lee, which is where the game almost reaches its climax. You can quit the game entirely after this step, unless you want to hang around New York a bit more. Number 6. Spider-Man Edge of Time. It doesn't seem like a good idea to put the entire Spider-Man game inside a building. As a sequel to the better Shattered Dimensions, it feels like a step back. There are good clothes in this game, and apparently that is the only positive thing about it, and it will deal with an interesting and exciting part of Peter Parker's life. Number 7. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Into the Spider-Verse is one of my favorite movies. But while this was the first major Spider-Man film to span multiple dimensions, it wasn't a new story. We saw it for the first time in the series of animations and comics. Even games like Shattered Dimensions had the same story. At the time, we weren't too keen on this game, as it would have nullified the open-world web-slinging that was one of the best things about previous Spider-Man games. But over the years, we enjoyed the gameplay and the Spider-Men coming from different worlds. Number 9. Spider-Man 3. Although another and better game came out after the classic Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3 was the real big sequel that fans have been waiting for, and it was very disappointing. It looked clunky, didn't have the appeal of Spider-Man 2, and wasn't well timed. Bruce Campbell's voice was used in it, so it wasn't that bad. Spinning and jumping with spider webs was great. Overall, it wasn't a bad game, but it wasn't a sequel that fans would have liked. Number 10. Ultimate Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2 was an interesting game for PS2 and Xbox. Because everyone remembers it fondly, few paid attention to its sequel, Ultimate Spider-Man, which came out the following year. This is very embarrassing, because it's a one-of-a-kind game and one of the best Spider-Man games ever made. This game used the same engine and controls as Spider-Man 2 but in the Ultimate Spider-Man universe with a younger Peter. It also has images of comic books. Some people think Peter is too talkative in this game, but I think it suits the atmosphere of the game. Number 11 and the first build of Spider-Man. Spider-Man the movie. Some may think that this title does not belong in this part of the list, but in my opinion, it is in the right place. I loved Enter Electro and this game is more or less the same, with better visuals and a newer Spider-Man. Aside from that, we were big fans of the movie that came out around the same time, and we have to say, it's a perfect game. If we go back to this game today, it might look a little rough, but it's still just as fun as the last time we played it.